Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming back with another video. It's your man Fresh the Best. Today we're going to be talking about story time again. I'm going to tell y'all about the time I was working at Lowe's. Now, this supposed to be a quick one, you know what I'm saying? But I know I come and I say that all the time. So this time I'm not going to say that. I'm going to just go with the flow. Yeah, I got to let it be natural, man. This wind keep blowing out here, so y'all got to excuse me. But, you know, the first day I started at Lowe's, hold on, this my brother calling. Hold on. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I was just about to do this motherfucking video, then you called. I had to put that shit on pause. Anyway, the kids that messed up my little spot. You know, I was about to chop it up with y'all at, but we good like this, you know what I'm saying? You still can feel the vibration. You still can see the vibes. You know, at the end of the day, or not at the end of the day, the beginning of the story, okay. So when I was working at Lowe's, the area manager, you know what I'm saying, the overhead, he was a serpent. He was a snake himself. You dig what I'm saying? So think about having to go to a position on a daily basis, and every time you stepping into that motherfucker, you know, if this person come to work, it's going to be some type of way he trying to bring down your, or the person in general, the girl or male, they trying to bring down your vibe. You know what I'm saying? Every time. Just imagine that. Every time, you know, the person trying to bring your vibe down. So, you know, that just had me feeling like, well, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability because I know. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference between not knowing and a person bringing your energy down, and you can't really detect why they doing it or how they doing it. And, you know, you always get mad, frustrated, and upset. If you always get mad, frustrated, and upset, then you need to be doing some reevaluating about yourself, because obviously it's something that you're not picking up on, something that you're not noticing, you know what I'm saying? But this other person, they know something that you're not knowing. Able to tap into what you can't control. You're not able to control your emotions and how you feeling about when a person trying to bring your vibe down, so it's easier for them to do that, you know? And that's just showing that they have more power over you than you do over yourself. So naturally, I would just kill him with kindness. You see what I'm saying? Everything that he would try to do or try to say towards me to bring my energy down, like what I tell y'all before in the videos before, I take that energy, is negative, but I take it and I apply it in a positive light. I take it and I use it to my ability. You know, I take it and I attach it to my superpowers. My superpowers is the gift of being able to know and the gift of being able to show. You know what I'm saying? And I always been able to do that. So what I could do is, I could know that this man is bullshitting with me. I could know that they just trying to get to my energy. So I take it as a game. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to get from me, naturally in the game, I'm not going to let you win. So I'm going to take my best abilities and I'm going to put it forth. I'm not going to let you take me out of character, take me out of my position, you know what I'm saying? So that way you can win the game. It don't work like that. At least with me, it ain't going to work like that. But, I have lost the game before, and this is, you know, the thing. I'm not sitting up here saying I'm perfect. I'm not sitting up here saying I'm better than nobody, because we all make mistakes, and we all get into a continuity of doing bullshit, you know what I'm saying, even in situations when we know what's right and what's wrong. But at the end of the day, like I said, when you knowing and you know what's the problem, that's half the battle. Now you can work forward from there. You know what I'm saying? You could take what you know and apply it. You could take it and make better out of what you wasn't knowing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm also gonna be talking to y'all about a few pros and the cons, you know, as far as with working at different places, being earthly, but also at the same time being awakened spiritually. So one of the cons is, you know, being free-spirited, a free thinker, and having to contain that energy for people that's around, or people that's supposedly have authority over you, you know what I'm saying, in a work situation, a work environment. That's the biggest, you know, and the most irritating thing if you don't know who you are, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to contain yourself and contain your emotions, that's the most irritating thing, because your mindset is so different. Your mindset is so more advanced, you know what I'm saying? You're so much more enlightened, to the point that, you know, these people can't understand you. So what people do when they naturally don't understand something. When people don't understand something, what do they naturally do? Those people, they take it and they analyze, and they go against it or they go from it. You see what I'm saying? So naturally, they go test you. They gonna try to see, where's the relatability at between me and this person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to see. So naturally, they gonna test you and try to find where's the relatability and see, can you or can they get you to stoop to their level and ultimately be on the same vibration as them, because they know subconsciously y'all not vibing the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not a vibe. Y'all not on the same vibration, the wavelength. Yours is higher, theirs is lower. Usually with a person who on a higher vibration than another person, they not gonna be testing the person who at a lower vibration and trying to get them to raise their vibration up to theirs, unless they have feelings and, like I said, just emotions towards that person. If they had love towards that person, then you might catch a person on a higher vibe doing that, you know what I'm saying, extending their hand. A lot of people be sensitive and judgmental when you're going through your awakening. It's not their fault. It's what society then implanted in us, what they done instilled into our brains for a lot of time, and people haven't got to the point where they controlling that no more. They steady letting society and the media control them. And although it sounds cliche, and like a lot of people say it nowadays, who supposedly woke or whatever, I know that's how y'all look at it, but it's actually true. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not taking what you learning, taking the learning lessons that you going through and the experiences that you're going through and learning from them, building from them, then that test you done fail. You know what I'm saying? It's just like working in the classroom. If you don't pass this test, then you gonna fail. So naturally, what you doing is you failing every time, because you not seeing the test that they laying out for you, that the universe is laying out for you, you know what I'm saying, in different forms, whether it's places, people, things, it don't matter. It's laying out a test for you. And it's trying to see whether you're gonna pass that test, have you learned your lesson or not. And a lot of times what people do is, you would take that lesson, you would think you learned from it, but you still holding on to all the negative toxicity of that situation. You still holding on to it in your heart, whether you think you relieved it or not. You still thinking about it on a daily basis, but you're supposed to be over it. You know what I'm saying? If you constantly thinking about it, if you constantly, having it in your head on a daily basis, then that shit is still in your body. That shit is sitting on your organs. It's sitting on your kidneys. It's sitting on your stomach. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you was in a situation where you was eating and breathing this person or this thing. You know what I'm saying? And now that shit is negative and it's no longer good for you, but you steady holding on to it. You have to relieve that. You know what I'm saying? You have to go inside, meditate, and you have to take out the time to, relieve those energies that's been placed on you from another being not being good for you. You see? But the pros of the situation, you know what I'm saying, working at Lowe's or just working in different places in general, when you enlighten and you awaken, is your energies level will be through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, they skyrocket through the roof to the point, I'm doing everybody's job better than they doing their job. I'm sitting up, I'm taking out time doing detailing and taking my time out from doing my job to do everybody else's job, although my job was already done. So this is the type of energy level that is contained when you have the spiritual knowledge and the spiritual wisdom, you know what I'm saying, from the cosmos, the Mother Earth, the energies that be, you know what I'm saying, that's been here for a long time, but we haven't been tapped into them. When you tap into those, you can do things on a supernatural level. You know what I'm saying? Look at the movie Lucy again. I'm gonna tell y'all it again, because that's a clear sign, what am I trying to say? It's just gonna show you where you been and where you going. You dig? It's like I would just zone out, I would zone out and I would just fully tap into whatever I was doing. I would be right then in the moment. I'll be right there. So no matter what job it was, what I had to do, I will key in on it to the point I will become the thing, and then that way the thing will be fully done. A lot of people be thinking they do good jobs when they doing their job, And they do be a good job on the average and typical level. But like I said, when you got this spiritual knowledge, when you awaken, man, when you awaken, the things that you could do is supernatural. And a lot of people might say, that shit crazy. But that shit ain't crazy, you know what I'm saying? That shit is godly. That shit is what you meant to be, you know what I'm saying? That is what you've been on this earth doing for years and years before these people came along and took all the information from you. No, it's not crazy. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's crazy is you will wake up on a daily basis doing the same thing, expecting to get different results, expecting to be in a free world, expecting to live your life on a free basis, but you steady working for another man, making him rich, enslaving yourself for another man, making them material things and shit like that. How will you ever get to a point where you doing it for yourself if you always doing it for somebody else? You know, and I ain't gonna sit up here and come and be all intense with y'all and angry and upset, because I understand that everybody go through different spiritual awakenings, everybody go through different spiritual journeys, everybody go through different journeys in life, period, you know, in general, so that way they can reach the ultimate goal and the destination to where they passions and where they life purpose is at. You know, that's up to you. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you what to do and what not to do. But what I am going to tell you is do what's real. You know what I'm saying? Tap into that field that not many, you know what I'm saying, tapping into. Be different. Step outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Be that person that God called you to be. Rock with that vibe. You know, stop always feeling anxious and unworthy and upset because you're not doing what you meant to do. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee if you do what you meant to do, your passion, whatever God placed you here to do, and you actually love that shit, whether you getting paid from it or not, you could do it on a daily basis because it brings empowerment to you. You understand that this is helping you. You know what I'm saying? It's healing you. It's motivating you. But yeah, you know, getting to what I'm trying to get to at that point, I achieved great and exceptional motherfucking results once I actually enlightened myself and woken up. Once I awakened and I woke up spiritually, I actually was able to do things that the average and typical person around me, I should say, I didn't see them doing. A lot of people won't even take out the time to try to do the work at that type of efficient rate, you know what I'm saying, down to the detailing and all that. A lot of people wouldn't even attempt to do it because their mindset's so focused on earthly things. They want to get home and watch Love and Hip Hop, you know what I'm saying, or they want to go outside on their break to smoke their cigarette or their weed. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, if you can't fully be in the moment, zone out into what you're doing in the moment and into yourself, you know what I'm saying, put all that energy into yourself, then you never gonna actually be able to reach greatness, happiness, and joy and abundance on the inside. Because your you know what I'm saying, your spirit, your soul is always focused on earthly things, everything that's outside of you. You know what I'm saying? Even in that moment when I'm cleaning and I'm doing different things for this job, I'm still gaining internally because I'm understanding these things are to heal me. You know what I'm saying? I could do this job at this efficient rate and such a good job because this is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to heal. I'm meant to make things better. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, I'm going to be clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. You dig what I'm saying? This shit can go on and on for days. But at the end of the day, I want you to know that it's all within inside you. See, when you got the uncommon information and your vibration is on such an immaculate and, you know, just a numerous scale, then you able to do everybody's job at an efficient rate and still have time left to do exactly what they in a rush to do, which is take your breaks and, you know, sit up, get you something to eat. You had time to do all that. But in the moments, what you doing? You focus on building yourself. You focused on building yourself, and you focus on maintaining and obtaining the job that you came to do. You see what I'm saying? So once you focus on that, you completely in the moment. The things that they worried about is taking time away from them doing their job at, you know, the efficient rate and the most detailed rate that they can. It's prohibiting them from doing that because their mind is elsewhere. So this little grease spot that you didn't notice behind this metal piece it's still about to be sitting there for 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Contaminating the motherfucking food around it and shit. And, you know, just people gotta hope they don't get sick or not, because the kitchen not fully cleaned how it's supposed to be cleaned. And, you know, these are just different examples. And of course I come from the hood, so I'm not bougie and think all highly and shit, how stuff's supposed to be. But at the same time, I understand and know how shit's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So I do my best to tap into that. Energy is power, you dig? Knowledge is power. So these words that I'm speaking, it will heal your soul. It also can heal your physical. You know what I'm saying? If you actually take the time out to do what you have to do. But it also can heal the physical. So these words, they very powerful. They very, very powerful. And we have to watch what we say, what we do when we doing it. That's a pro. That's a whole pro right there. You know, this energy will heal you within and without. The words, the information. That's real power. You know, stop trying to seek some money. That money gonna come in due time. It's gonna come when it need to come. Because what? You doing what you need to do. You tapping into your true self. You know what I'm saying? Your true blue. Who is you? See, you not being truly you. You know what I'm saying? You not really tapped into who you is. You know why? Because society got you stuck. You know what I'm saying? Society got you feeling like that you can't be touched. You know what I'm saying? Society got you feeling like you can have your motherfucking cake and eat it too right now. Or your plate and eat the cake too right now. You see what I'm saying? You can't do both at the same time. You gotta let one of them digest. You dig what I'm saying? So first you gotta get this spiritual information. You gotta let that digest on your mind and your brain. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit marinate. Once it marinate, then you can go in for the cake. Then you could go in for the kill. You know what I'm saying? And stack up the motherfucking big bills. But before then, you can't do none of that because you ain't even who you really is. You letting some shit on the outside be greater than who you really is. This real shit ain't gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? This real information ain't gonna come to you. Ain't no money gonna come to you because you don't even really want to find out your real motherfucking self. Find your real self and all that other shit gonna come. You been stuck and dried out. You know what I'm saying? We just like motherfucking batteries. This sun is my motherfucking charger. It's powering me up. You see me powered up. You know? But then I come back around a motherfucker who like you. You know what I'm saying? Or not like you. And they want to take from me. You know what I'm saying? They want to take my energy from me. They want to drain me. They want to drain that spiritual battery within me. And that's what's happening to a lot of y'all on a daily basis. You got this real shit inside you. You got this game inside you. But you let spiritual vampires come around and take your motherfucking spiritual juice every day, all day. And the systems, they started that bullshit. You dig what I'm saying? Kind of got me passionate and lit talking about it. I hate that shit. You know, the systems, they started that. You know, because anytime black people, and to be specific, anytime we get to a point in time where we done built ourselves up enough and we want to create and do things for ourselves, they always come along and able to snatch that motherfucking power from us. They able to come and burn our shit down, you know what I'm saying, to the point where now we tore down on the inside. So the little confidence we had, the shit was never real. You see what I'm saying? Because if they could come around and tear some shit down of ours and you know, we don't build that shit back up and make it to be even greater, then that show right there that we didn't actually have the power that we was exposing to have, or that we didn't really tapped into what we thought we had. But now they scared than a motherfucker. They scared the shit. You see what I'm saying? Because that power, that little authority that they had, it ain't shit. People starting to see through that. People starting to judge and starting to criticize the motherfucking politics and government and shit like that. Because now we understanding that shit ain't got no power on our lives. You see what I'm saying? We hold all the we hold all the power. We hold all the motherfucking authority. You know, numbers is everything. So when the masses come together and we agree to do something, then what's gonna happen? That shit gonna get done. We come together and we agree to do this this political bullshit, so that's why it's still being done. We got to come together. We got to understand that we can make our own political arena. We can make our own police. You know, we can police our own shit. We can sit around and build our own things up. You know what I'm saying? But it's all gonna come with inside first. And the energy that's coming back to this motherfucker is something that we never had seen before. Yeah, they say everything that's done above is so below and nothing is new under the sun. But at the same time, that's a lie, because everything gotta grow. So why, although a lot of shit is as above, so below, as within, so without, it has to be an element there that's in place for all these things to be birthed into existence. And that's what you really is. That's what you need to tap into. Don't tap into the same old same thing, being somebody else. Tap into your own thing. Learn your own knowledge. Have your own brain. You know, I ain't gonna talk too much on it no more, man, but they just so they so sorry, y'all. They so sorry to the point they want to give us money now. Like I said before, when have you ever heard of a motherfucking politician, the government, giving a fuck about broke people? I don't care who it is. These the motherfuckers who make the money. If they make the motherfucking money, they make it where people are broke and people who have money. It make sense. So why are people who made it who made it like that, why are they turning around and giving us some money when they never gave a fuck about us having no money in the beginning? You gotta think, man. You gotta use your brain, bro. This shit sitting in your face on a daily basis, man. They showing us on a daily basis, y'all. They ain't just giving no money out for no fucking free. They ain't giving no money out so, be happy. No, they know it's gonna keep you contained. It's gonna keep you in your lower vibration like you been in, and you ain't gonna actually tap into what the fuck is going on. Why is the fucking world stopped? Why am I able to not go to work now, not make no money, but they giving me some money? Or if I ain't even get no money, they got little programs and shit set up. I could pay my bills off, and I could pay this off and pay that off, and they just do it. Why is it like that now when it never was like that before? The shit is coming to an end. The shit is crashing. The system is failing its motherfucking self. And it went on for too long. Yes, you know what I'm saying? The higher powers that be, it allowed this thing to go on. It allowed it to happen. To see how long we allowed it to happen. You know, and it has been times that we came up and we stood up. Like I said, we built that confidence up. We built ourselves up and stood up to that shit. But these motherfucking lower energies, these low vibes, these real motherfucking dark people, these black people with this motherfucking serpent spirit within them, these is the people who, you know, been doing this shit for too long. They had their little time to come in our world and do all this bullshit to us. But they overdid it. They overextended their motherfucking time. You know? So now it's time for us to shine. Now it's time for us to bring that power back that we had before from the motherfucking pyramids. Them pyramids wasn't nothing but shits that charged up the motherfucking surroundings around it. It charged up energy. It took in sun, and it also released it back out to the people who was tapped into that energy. That's all the motherfucking pyramids was. And we built them shits with what? Our brains. That's why for years and years and years and years, they could not figure out how the fuck did these Native Americans, the original people, the black people, build these fucking pyramids. You can't even lift one of these motherfuckers. You can't lift shit about this. So how did they build it? That's how strong our minds is, man. Once you actually understand that and understand that gold that was in them pyramids, that copper, that titanium, whatever the fuck, that iron that's in them fucking guns, the bullets, all that shit is within you. Once you understand that, you gonna be like, damn, these motherfuckers can't do shit with me. This greatness, this game, yeah, it's inside me. And I will manifest it to the best of my ability. You understand me? It's Fresh the Best, and I'm out.